Welcome back. We have talked a lot about how isolation and loneliness are affecting the elderly and medically fragile, but a new study shows it's leading to cognitive decline in younger, healthy people too. So as we round out World Alzheimer's Awareness Month this morning, let's take a moment to be mindful about ways to keep our brain healthy too.
Loneliness is more than a feeling. For the first time ever, social isolation has been listed as a contributing factor in a person's death. 3 people, actually, in Minnesota, where loved ones in long-term care struggled in the absence of connection from the pandemic.
See, they're seeing the emotional impact. They're seeing an emotional decline.
Reverend Lynn Possell trains people who care for those living with dementia.
No one has ever trained to do dementia care in a pandemic.
Yeah. So how do we set that balance of protecting somebody from COVID, but not getting to a point where I have failure to thrive? This is the moment they have to live. So what can we do to support that?
A new survey from MDVIP shows those with cognitive decline aren't the only ones struggling. 2 out of 5 have experienced forgetfulness or brain fog during the pandemic. Here's Dr. Andrea Clemis.
The 35 to 49, taking care of your parents and your kids, they did the worst. I would have thought the over 65 would have fared worse, but this sandwich generation, 1 in 2 said they felt like they were losing their mind.
Should that go away?
I'm hoping it will. I don't think we know enough. But if it's just from the social isolation and, the stress we are all under, it should.
So what's the difference between temporary brain fog and real cognitive decline? The study showed more than half of Americans didn't know that hearing loss is damaging to the brain, that diabetes is a major risk factor for dementia, or that lack of sleep can reduce the size of the brain.
There are things you can do. There are preventative things to maybe even push it off.
Dr. Clemis says keeping social connection is one of the most important things you can do because isolation is associated with a 50% increased risk in dementia, according to the CDC.
It's time to motivate yourself, get in with a physician who knows you and can work with you to help keep your brain healthy.
And you can find out how much you know about your brain health. You can take the quiz inside the story right now on my Facebook page.